Man, if this doesn't sell some tickets, I don't know what will.
This looks so shit.
The Loogies is coming up December 22nd, ladies and gentlemen, live in Melbourne at the Comics Lounge. Get your tickets at lukeandlewis5.com. It's our biggest live stream event of the year. So if you're not in Melbourne, watch that.
Yeah,
And
we need to get a square version of this image if we're going to put it on the TV. It's LukeandLewis5.com. The Loogies, they're more than half sold out. It's going to be great. We're also live streaming it December 22 for people outside of Melbourne. If you're in Melbourne, attendance is mandatory. You know that. But if you're outside of it, it's going to be the biggest live stream we've ever done. December 22. Mark it in your calendars. LukeandLewis5.com for your tickets. Let's get into the show.
And no, get your your votes in for Guest of the Year right now.
Yes.
Do it right now. Stop the episode.
Vote. Guys, welcome to Luke and Lewis. Visual viewers, you guys have a great little treat.
Audio listeners, though,
What?
bit of a treat. He's back with his signature noise that we all know and love.
I'm over the signature
Lot
noise
of
that I
fans.
know and dislike.
Lot of
immensely.
fans.
I really, speaking of terrible noises, Keelan has brought in the world's oldest television. I don't know where the hell you found this. There's an analog big box TV that's also Batman merchandise.
Isn't it
Batman
sweet?
TV.
It's shaped as the bat symbol. It says Batman when you turn it on, which I love.
Can you check us the remote? How good's the remote?
Oh,
got a bat
it's
remote.
a batarang. Okay, I like that
Yeah,
a
it's
lot.
so cool.
That is sick. You have to hold it sideways like it's a video game controller.
To control your TV.
That is really cool.
You're right,
I like
it
that
is.
a
The
lot.
words are upside down.
What I really dislike is there's an absolutely terrible, really high-pitched noise coming out of it constantly soon as you turned it on.
I can't hear, which is concerning me because everyone else in the studio can hear this.
I'm actually going to have to get this turned off very soon. It's terrible.
It
Everyone else can hear it. Except for you.
It just sounds. You know what though? But it feels like there's something in my brain.
Yeah.
But I can't hear it.
Yeah.
But maybe it's like the static I can see flashing in my eye.
What's really bad about this is like this is kind of, it's not a Batman signal, but it is a terrible signal. It's like flashing. It looks terrible. Does it have a year on that? DC Comics. I don't know.
Could this be a new phase?
What, TVs?
No, just like, I don't know, because what was the last
Batman
one?
era of the
VHS.
show.
You haven't actually moved too far from the VHS
Yeah,
phase.
I'm on
with this.
TVs now.
Bit of a lateral move. But TVs are even bigger and less useful.
Todd was with me when the tripod Todd was with me when I decided to buy this.
Of course he
Well,
was.
of course he was there.
He's the Facebook marketplace. I was going to say king, but
Scam King.
Scam King.
Yeah, all he does is, he was telling me that he reckons he wants to buy a specific type of car and he reckons he can scam his way to a house with one car.
Yeah.
He was telling me about this plan and I 100% believe him.
Yeah, he was telling me that he flipped a car for like 16 grand during lockdown.
Yeah. And I saw that car many days later on the news wrapped around a pole, had no brakes.
Yeah. But Todd's cashed up.
Scam King.
Yeah.
Yeah. He sold the brakes for 17 grand later.
Yeah. But yeah, great new purchase from Keelan. We have made it a temporary addition to the set, but as often temporary additions go.
Oh, okay. Right. It just really hurts my ears.
Oh, I think you should turn it off.
I love pressing the big button, though. That is a lot of fun.
Very visual for our audio listeners.
Yes.
So you're welcome for that audio treat
Yes.
I gave you.
Now,
Look
Luke,
at me catering for 60% of our audience. God, if it wasn't for me.
what would we do?
What would we do? Would you like me to do it again?
No, thanks.
A lot of fans. Lot of fans.
How many?
I saw
Enough.
upwards of 6 comments, which reflects maybe 1,000 people.
That's big call.
That's our ratio usually.
I can get 7 comments from people saying they don't like it. I'll be one of them.
How good.
Luke, you came in today very excited because you have a follow-up about this home intruder that we talked about last episode.
Yes. Well loved now character of the show. And this is another, I'm sorry, Lewis, but you got it wrong once again.
What?
You told me to wrap up the Barry chat last episode saying we've talked about Baz for too long.
Yeah.
As suspected, as predicted correctly by me, everyone going, wrap that up a bit early, boys. A lot of Barry love.
Right.
Upwards of 20 comments.
Well, I'm happy to admit when I'm wrong. I know
Yeah.
when I'm wrong, and people love Barry.
People love Barry.
so much so that I'm actually, I've turned around a little bit, and I'm now excited to hear the update.
You know what? He's a wholesome Rod.
Yeah.
So Rod was a guy that came to your house in Frankston.
Yeah.
Banged on your door very aggressively.
Yeah.
Asked to mow your lawns. You gave him $50.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like a fair trade at the time.
That's what he asked for.
It still doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you gave an extra $50 if he cleaned your windows.
Yes, which he did a terrible job.
He
And-
made them dirtier.
Oh, he made them much dirtier.
His
and also,
squeegee had dirt on it.
Yeah, yeah. He showed up with a squeegee that I assumed he stole from like a homeless guy that washed his windshields on a highway or something. He's like, "Give me that." Drove away. I'm going to use this to wash windows. Made them dirtier, and the whole time he had a severe back injury.
Yeah.
So every time he moved up, he would go, "Oh, ah, oh."
And then
I came out of my house. I'm like, "Hey man, are you okay?" He goes, "Yeah, I've just really hurt myself." I'm like, "Oh, I mean, you can stop." And he goes, Nah, it should be all right. I'll be fine." Wasn't even halfway done. He goes, "I'm almost done." I go, "No, you're not. You're on the first window." And he goes, Yeah, but that's, it's only a house.
Rod was so good, man.
Yeah.
And then his backfire, like his lawnmower kept backfiring.
Yeah.
Like it was just
Sounded
like,
like gunshots.
he asked for $50 to mow your lawn. His lawnmower didn't work.
No.
And now
Did
his
a terrible
lawnmower
job.
is coming about third or fourth in our guest of the year competition.
Yeah, because it disrupted the entire episode. You could hear it for 40 minutes. And that's what people want to vote for.
Yeah.
So-
and one thing that people may remember
Yeah.
with Rod is that he came in and I told him that you're a comedian.
Yeah, 'cause you're a bad friend.
I'm a great friend. I'm a bit of, I'll enjoy fun stuff.
Yeah.
And that was a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Um,
Luke walks up to him and goes, "Hey man, did you know that Lewis is a comedian?" Looks at me, laughs, and then leaves my house. And then me and Keelan were working for another 4 hours. He came into the fucking garage 5 times to tell us jokes.
so good. Now, Barry,
All of them very racist.
I'm convinced you told, and misogynistic
Mm.
from memory. Barry has found out that I'm a comedian.
Okay.
I'm not sure actually who's told him. I assume the landlord
Yeah.
has told him.
The anti-Rob.
But anti-Rod.
Rod.
Yeah. Barry has come in every morning this week.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. He comes in about 9 a.m.
What? Why is this guy? This guy is there as often as you are.
Oh,
in
more.
your house.
Probably more. He's probably there now because I think he goes to me when I left today, "Oh, I'm going to come back in and turn that sprinkler off in 30 minutes. So I go, "Thanks so much, Barry." I owe him a slab for Christmas, yet I never even asked him to do this. I'm still not sure who's requested him.
I would not appreciate this at all if I was
love
living
it.
there.
So the Discord this one, if you're in the Luke and Lewis Discord, which you can jump on the Patreon.
Yeah.
They already copped the scoop this morning.
Yeah.
They got a picture of Baz in the garden.
Yeah, that's good.
And I said, "There, Barry's back, my hero, my queen."
Yeah.
And I said, 5 reacts to this message and I'll post an action shot.
Yeah.
Got way more than 5.
Yeah.
Got 5 within the first minute.
Uh-huh.
People wanted that uncensored Baz. So they got the full hose edition. There he is with the spray.
That's hot.
How good. So yesterday morning, Meg's out on the deck doing her yoga.
Yeah.
Right? Let's be honest. Barry's loving it. I'm assuming.
Dude. Well, Barry's just copping eyeballs.
Right, I don't know. Well, Barry was doing a great job with the garden. I reckon he was so interested in the plants he probably didn't even realise.
I reckon he spent more time than he needed to.
He did do a thorough water that day. But that's why I like him doing a good job. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
So my brother's there, and he goes. I kind of come out and go, "Hey, going Barry?" Like I'm eating Wheat Bix.
Yeah.
It's the start of my day.
Yeah.
It's like 9 a.m. I'm like, "Barry, how you going?" He goes, "Good, mate. How are you?" Having a chat, and he goes, Now. You're a comedian, I hear."
Yeah.
And I go, "Fuck yes."
Here we go.
This is Rod 2.0. This
Yeah.
is Rod if he owned his own home and
Now-
helped others with theirs.
Now, in Frankston, if this was happening, there is a slight possibility that Barry would go, "I've got a joke for you," and then he would get black boot polish out of his boot,
Yeah.
and then you'd just be in for something horrifically racist.
But we
in
live
your
in
area-
We live in quite a nice area.
Yeah.
So Barry's just like this wholesome guy.
Yeah.
He goes, "Now, do you do dirty stuff, R-rated stuff?"
Oh.
And I'm thinking, here we go.
Okay.
He goes, "I'm like, oh yeah, a bit like it's definitely not, PG like my stand up." And he goes, "How do you come up with it?" Having a chat, and he goes,
And it's definitely not PNG, an image,
"No, definitely not."
or Papua New Guinea.
I'm not sure anyone calls Papua New Guinea PG.
PNG.
PNG. Oh, of course.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's also not the PGA, the golf tour. It's definitely not that either.
No.
But you do need parental guidance for our shows.
That's enough.
Sure.
We're at the
No, but
end
that's
of that.
what I first
Yeah,
meant.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Anyway, he goes, mate, can I tell you one?
Yeah.
Now, this is the difference. Comedian-wise, I would say maybe Rod's more of a Rodney Rude-esque type comedian.
Yeah.
Pushing the boundaries.
Or just rude.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Rod Rude.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Barry's more of your Carl Barron observational style.
Carl Barry.
Carl Barry, great. Carl Barry and Rod Rude.
Yeah, polar opposites.
And he goes, oh, can I tell you an old one I know? And I go, please. So Meg, my brother and I, we're out on the deck, and here's what we need to decide. Who is the best neighbor comedian on the show?
Okay.
Now, maybe do you remember? We can go over for people who may not have heard that. It was a year ago, so we should retell
I
Rod's
remember
joke,
Rod's joke, which the first joke was quite funny.
the tampon one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's two tampons going down the street.
Yeah.
They're not talking to each other. Why? Because they're both stuck up cunts.
Classic Rod Rude.
Great.
It's blue.
Yeah.
It's edgy.
Yeah.
And
Funny, though.
You know, we laughed.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah.
But that was his best. And then
Then it just got very, very
the
racist.
frontal lobotomy one
Wow, what was that?
they're all stolen.
What was the frontal
I'd
lobotomy?
rather have the opposite, the flipped version.
I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy.
Yeah.
That one was just not funny. And then the
that
other
one,
one...
that one was like stolen off Facebook. Like
Yeah,
that one was
yeah.
like reminded me of something like
That was the last one that he told where you could tell he was like, fuck, what's anything I've heard?
Yeah.
And then the other ones are just like so fucked that we can't repeat them.
Yeah. All right. So we're out on our deck.
Yeah.
Barry's standing there, red collared shirt,
Yeah.
hose in hand,
Okay.
honestly just spraying the tree at
He
this
brings some
point.
girls over.
Why?
I was in here. Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was good. Sorry, I thought you meant he was spraying down the girls.
No.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. Okay.
He goes, would you like to hear a joke?
yeah.
He's got 3 audience members. All 3 of them pretty easy audience members.
Yeah.
And it's quite a long joke. And he goes, it's a bit of a pub style joke. I hope that's okay. And this was the joke.
What he means by that is like, this is a joke that you wouldn't tell around a woman.
No. It's actually not a blue joke.
Okay.
Again, he's Carl Barry.
Okay,
He's
cool.
more observational. He's clean.
Cool.
Right? He's not completely clean,
Yeah.
but he's a bit of fun. All right. And people need to hear the joke without the suspense. So there's 2 farmers,
Yep.
right? And they're quail farmers, right? They go get quails.
Whale farmers. Yeah.
And they got their dogs, their hunting dogs with them. They send the dog down the hole to
Yeah.
get the quails. Dog comes out, holds up 2 fingers. They go, oh. And one farmer goes, what does that mean? Oh, and he goes, it means there's 2 quails down there. Sure enough, they send the dog down again, comes out with 2 quails. Then they send the dog down again.
Yeah.
The dog comes out, puts 3 of his little finger paws up. The joke doesn't really make sense. Dogs don't have fingers.
Yeah.
Ignore it. I was when Barry was telling it.
Yeah.
The dog holds up 3 fingers.
Yeah.
They go, what does that mean? He goes, oh, it means there's 3 quails down there. Sure enough, they send the dog back down, comes out with 3 quails. Then they send the dog down one more time.
Yeah.
And this is when you know it's leading to the punchline, right? Because he tells you. They send the dog down.
He goes, now here comes the punchline.
And I'm ready.
Taking off marks for delivery.
And by the way,
Yeah.
I'm butchering his delivery here because this story I feel like went for 4 minutes.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I've told it about 1.
Yeah.
Then they send the dog down one more time into the quail hole. Dog comes out, Go grabs a branch, runs over to the farmer, starts hitting him with it.
Yeah.
Slowly with the branch. He goes, what does this mean? Dog's hitting me. Oh, That means there's more quails down there than you can poke a fucking stick at.
Nice family-friendly fun, that is.
Does Barry have the win?
I am... Dude, I laugh so much harder at stuck-up cunts. But then Rod ruined it.
I was going to say, you didn't... We all had a good laugh. Like
Yeah.
me, I butcher. I'm not Barry.
Yeah.
I'm not the guy sitting at the pub.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not resting my hand on my gut as I'm telling it. There's something so Australian about
Yeah.
the way he told it.
Yeah.
And I'm not good at that, telling that style of joke.
Yeah.
I think you can only tell those style of jokes when you're over 50.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
so there's two farmers. I've never started off a joke being like,
There's two farmers.
there's two farmers. And one of the farmers says to the other farmer.
You don't do that.
I love those jokes where like the setup is like probably 90% of the joke. Or maybe 95%.
Yes. Yes.
It's very good.
No, that's good. Sound off in the comment section below who you got.
Yeah, who you got? I think people got Barry for vibe
Yeah.
and the fact that he waters that gun is helpful.
Yeah.
But I think maybe some people like the anti-hero.
Yeah.
Some people's probably still Rod fans.
They
I'd
do.
be interested to know.
They do. Luke, it's time to talk about who sponsors this episode.
Yeah.
Angel Grove Toys and Collectibles. AngelGrove.com, small Australian business. They sponsor the show. We're very grateful for it. Get your figures, your collectibles, your Pokemon cards, your
But
R2D2
Lewis,
Tamagotchis. What?
I don't have all the money in the world. I want to save 10% on my toys and collectibles.
Mate, do I have the discount code for you? All right, it is Sound Off.
10.
That's
Use
right.
our code SOUNDOFF10 to save 10%. They just had a crazy Black Friday sale.
Yeah.
You probably missed it. That's okay because we have that discount code.
Yeah.
All right. Get your summer collectibles. All right. Work's finishing up for the year. Have you got that bonus coming up? What? Oh, I don't know what to do with all this cash. Get yourself a figurine, dude.
Yeah,
Or do that.
Absolutely. Get gifts for the family, for your little cousin that you tolerate. Get him a gift. 10% off, Sound Off 10. Mate, and you know what I talked about last episode, the gift cards? Turns out they don't sell them. That's a lie. Made it up in my own head.
Wow.
Buy things. But who wants a gift card anyway? Fuck that. Get an actual gift. Don't need a card. Use Sound Off 10 for 10% off.
But maybe don't listen to our advice, but not too much.
Yeah. Just take our advice with a grain of salt. Definitely buy something, but make sure it's something that you can buy.
One thing we can tell you is angelgrovecollectibles.com is the place to go for all your figurine and toy needs.
That is right. Okay, Luke, it's time to bring back a classic segment,
Yep.
which we've dearly missed. This is from Radio Days. This is the name game.
And it came up because we went out with people, Todd, who used to work on radio with us.
Yep.
And we started talking about some old times.
Yes.
And then we were like, oh, why haven't we played this game on the show?
Yes.
Because, you know why? Because it kind of involves callers.
Yes.
But we can do that.
Yeah.
But people just can't call in.
Yeah, we can't get callers live. We have to organize things.
Yeah. And
So,
let's be honest. We needed a new game.
yeah.
I'm not gonna abolish the segment altogether because it's my favorite segment. But Do You Know has been in a bit of a rut lately. It's hit a lull.
You didn't like Travis Scott. This is
Well,
what it is.
disappointing that I didn't call you out at the time. A lot of people are calling you out in the comments.
Yeah.
You're often a stickler for the rules
Yeah.
of the game.
Yeah.
Then you go on and break your own rules.
What do you mean?
Travis Scott
Have us shot.
Have our shot.
Have us. Travis, have us shot. Travis Scott, have us
But
shot.
where are you getting the S from? Have a shot.
Scott. Shot.
You know, I know that. Travis Scott, have a.
Travis, have us. Have us shot. Travis, have us.
Was it have us?
Have us shot.
Well, how does that make sense?
Have us shot. Would he have us shot?
Oh, so you're combining the R and the from shot together. There's
No.
multiple people in the comments.
Travis, have us.
What does have us mean?
Have us.
Say the do you know again? Because it doesn't make sense.
Do you
have
know?
us shot.
Do you know? Travis. We're
this is
supposed
not-
to be doing the name.
This is not me. This was not me. This was like multiple comments going, Lewis.
You guys don't speak English. You guys never heard have us?
What's that mean?
What do you mean? What does that mean?
In regards to the context,
Would he have us shot? if he was going to...
Oh, have us shot.
Yes.
On the episode, you said have a shot.
Have us shot.
But go back to the last episode, you say have a shot.
Nah, I say have us. Did you guys hear have us? Is that why you didn't like it?
Yeah.
like it.
It was so
Well,
confusing.
I knew it was good. Have us shot. That's funny.
Right. All these people in the comments going, man, is Lewis got crime energy or alpha energy for just ignoring the rules that he
No,
is
but
a
that doesn't
stickler
even
about?
make sense. Have a shot doesn't even. That doesn't even make sense.
Mate, this is why I'm sitting here going, what are you doing? I was sitting here like going, I can't believe I didn't call you out.
I want a redo. I demand a redo.
Do we have to do you know it? But
No, not anymore.
it's gone. All right, do the joke again. I mean, we all know the joke now.
I demand a redo. Hey, Luke,
Yeah.
do you know Travis Scott?
Yes, from popularized from the recent tragedy at Astro World.
Well,
Horrible.
considering Astro, a lot of people died, but it was only 10. If he wanted to come up with a much faster way to kill his audience, right, and we were at the show, do you think he would have us shot?
Now that's a good rhyme.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so much better.
Thank you very much.
You said have a shot both times you delivered it on the failed.
Have us shot.
Oh my God. Have us.
I'm finally vindicated. Once again, I've never been wrong. Third time's the charm.
Not often do you have to do a joke 3 times to have it mildly hit.
Yeah, and all those people who sounded off in the comment section, I will apologize for my enunciation.
Yeah.
But I want you to apologize.
I
for
think
doubting
there was a lot of confusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, anyway, the point is, what we can all agree on is that segment, maybe because of your pronunciation, has hit an all-time low.
Yeah.
We're just going to give it a rest for
Give
a
it
few
a
weeks.
rest, yeah.
But please send in more Do You Knows.
Yeah.
We are in desperate need of some good ones.
Absolutely.
We've had-
LukeandLewis5@gmail.com.
We're averaging one good email submission a month now.
Man, we got one that was
12 a
so fucking trash.
Oh, it made me so angry.
That I put it in the group chat and I said, should we just stop doing the show? Because I feel like...
Didn't I read one and said I would love to make an example out of this person on the show?
Yeah, that's
and
what
then
I put in the chat.
completely
right?
forgot about
So
it.
this one, I don't even... We got after we did the most recent name, Do You Know? And I feel like the segment we have explained really well every single time we do it. I feel like it's the most clear thing in the world.
I almost threw my phone at the wall
You
when I read
rhyme.
this email.
Rhyme, name with thing.
Yep.
Make sentence. Understand? It's clear, right?
Yep.
We got this one. Do you know from Charlie, right? And he's lucky I'm not saying his full name and address.
Yep.
Now let's just pretend, right, that we're doing the segment again. Oh, I've just crushed with Travis Scott, Have a Shot, and just imagine that I've brought this idea to the show, right? Just imagine that. Hey, Luke, do you know Chef Boyardee?
No.
Me neither.
Already a bad start.
Already shit, all right? Not
Part of the
not-
fun of the
yeah.
segment is actually naming someone that people will probably know.
Yeah.
Does anyone...
I think he's a mascot for some
do any
food.
of you know who that is?
I think he's a mascot for some food, right? Well, if Keelan was giving him oral sex, would he be Chef Boyardee's Nuts Tasty? No. Stop that. That doesn't rhyme. That's you at all. That's so not the segment.
I don't even think I read that one.
That's just so incorrect.
Well,
that
that's-
makes me upset.
Well, I see what he's gone there. He's tried
And
to
you
fish
know what?
for a cheap laugh from this man, which he got, by
You
the
know
way.
what, Charlie? You know what, Charlie? Calling it now. 1 month ban on Do You Know? Because of you. Because you guys can't be trusted. I'm banning that game for a month. Now it's time for this.
He sounds like Jim.
She sounds like Stacy.
He might be Dave.
She might be Jane.
We'll get your name. We'll get your name.
13 10 60. The name game.
Sorry.
That's right. Oh, we had the phone number in there? So the name game is obviously a segment we used to do on the radio all the time.
Yeah. We'll
Now-
have to change that.
No, I like having it in there.
Okay.
Just don't call the number.
No, you know
we
what?
will not answer.
I would love... I hope someone called 131060. Some producer at Fox is going to get very confused.
Hey, can I play the name game with Luke and Lewis? Like, those guys haven't worked here for years. The name game, right, is where we think, right, obviously, certain types of names have certain types of personalities. This is well known. A Damo is a Damo,
Yeah.
right? And I feel like a Meredith is a Meredith.
I mean, as
You
we
know that type
heard
of person.
earlier, Barry is Barry.
Yes.
That's
absolutely.
a Barry. He's a guy who comes around and waters my garden.
Yes.
That's a Barry.
Yeah, names have personalities attached to them. So we wanted to see if
Yeah,
we could
Graham-
reverse engineer this.
A Graham would help me fix my garage.
Absolutely, right? So we wanted to reverse engineer this. Can we call someone? We don't know their name. Keelan's organised them. We don't know what their name
And
is.
this is real, by the way. We've never... People thought we faked it on the radio, I think, because Lewis got it right 3 times in a year, which was incredible.
Incredible. Yeah. No, we've never faked this, right? We've never cheated. All that means is that we are right. Names have personalities. So what this game is we're going to get a person that we do not know the name of on the line. We're going to ask them 3 questions.
Yep.
We can sniff out their personality, and then we get 1 guess of their name.
Yep.
And let's see if we can do it. Give them a call, Luke. No. Okay.
I'm vibing a Francis already.
Already?
From The Ring.
From the ring. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I'm vibing a missed call. Oh, hello.
Hello?
Hello. Welcome to the show. Do not say your name.
Okay.
Okay, great.
It is very strange
but also-
not being able to say your name on the show.
Also, thank you very much for using the show's official greeting. We appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Now, mystery caller, mystery contestant, we're going to ask you 3 questions. Answer them honestly. We're going to try and guess your name based on your personality. Is that okay? Great. He needs to hear us.
He can
Yeah.
hear us through the thing.
Oh, can he?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. What is your favorite Disney film?
Ooh, Disney film. I would say...
Anytime now.
Ratatouille's Pixar.
Pixar is a what? That's a production studio.
Let's go Mulan.
Mulan.
Milan.
Okay. This is technically a question. We had 3 other questions, but I feel like this really.
Do you want to ask a follow-on? We only have 3 questions.
I know. I feel like I want to ask. I want to
Follow-on
ask.
question.
I
What's your
wanna
favorite song?
ask. Don't answer this. I want to ask if he likes the animated or the live action film. Because if he likes the animated film, that says a lot about him.
Yes.
If he likes the live action, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Should we? I feel like it's warranted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mate, do you like are you talking about the live action film or the animated film?
The animated. I actually haven't seen the live action.
Okay, good.
Okay, he's a good bloke.
Okay, Luke, I feel like I wasted a question. No one on earth
No, it's good.
would
You know what?
say the live action.
No. If he had said live action, I was gonna ask if we could ask for the 3rd question.
What is wrong with you?
No, but that, and also, did you pay for it? But
Yeah,
he
yeah.
didn't. So
okay,
that's fine.
okay, good.
He
Great.
saved us a
Okay,
question.
Brilliant. Well, we've only got 1 left now, but we have 2 questions. Let's say the questions, and we'll figure out which one. I wanted to ask him during quarantine, what was his choice of exercise?
Okay, that's
I think that
good.
says a lot.
I wanted to ask skateboarding or rollerblades.
Ooh. Well, man,
Which one do you think?
if we go with the exercise one, he might say skateboarding or rollerblading. It's kind of a 2 for 1.
Okay, go for that one.
All right. Hey, mate, during quarantine, what was your choice of exercise?
Running.
Okay. All right.
See, it's hard now to guess his name because we have no idea which one he prefers. Skateboarding or rollerblades.
Yeah, but-
and it's because you wasted it on that fucking second Milan.
I'm sorry.
question.
I'm sorry.
And now we'll never know.
I took a risk. It didn't pay off.
God damn it.
But now we do know that Luke's an option. You like running,
That's
and you
true.
like the animated film Milan, and you've
Sure.
never seen the live action one.
also
So,
true.
could be an option.
Could be a Luke. Leaning towards Luke, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Or like
Who's another famous runner?
maybe
he's,
Usain.
Yeah, I was okay. Could be Usain.
Could be Usain. Could be. Okay. I'm feeling a George also though.
A George?
George.
I've never met a good runner named George.
Oh, he didn't say vine swinging as well as exercise. So maybe no George.
We can't ask him where he resides either because we're out of questions.
How unlikely would it be that he has your name? You have a common name though.
It's in the Bible, I think.
Okay.
Quite a common name.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, mate, is your name Luke?
No.
Oh, no.
What's your name?
We're on track with the Bible. My name's Joseph.
Oh, we were
got close. We got
Damn
the
it.
right book.
Did you add a sigh to the sound effect, Keelan? Sorry, Joseph. Keelan's once again playing with the soundboard without our permission.
Hey, thank you very much for playing, Joseph. I'll say we got close.
Yeah.
We got Bible.
Yeah.
So that's good. All right, great.
Well, Joseph, have you ever considered changing your name to Luke?
Maybe a middle name.
Okay, great.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, thank you very much,
Thanks
mate.
so much for joining us, Joseph. I guess it wasn't our day today, but thanks for playing.
Thank you, boys.
All right, see you
ya.
later, mate. Unlucky. Hey, Lewis.
Yeah. What's that?
The sound of my nuts getting smooth. Hey, no, don't pan down. Just believe me. All right. You know why? Because I use Manscaped, the Lawnmower 4.0. That's the sound of
Just believe
smooth balls, ladies and
Absolutely.
gentlemen.
But it's also the sound of some sick savings. Use our custom link, manscaped.com/soundoff to save 20% off and get free shipping on the Lawnmower 4.0
Yeah.
and all the amazing accessories and grooming gear that they have. Really good stuff.
There's so much work went into this shaver. It is the best ball groomer in the game.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you have pubes, which I do.
You know that Rihanna song where she goes, work, 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 work? That's about the people that put all the work into the Lawnmower 4.0.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I had never heard that.
Yeah.
That's interesting to
Yeah.
know. But what is interesting is how affordable it is.
Yeah.
Especially if you use our custom link. 20% off, free shipping. Get it today. Dude, you get a bunch of stuff with it.
Yeah.
Little man grooming kits
Get
and
ball deodorant, of which Keelan is a huge fan.
yeah.
Give me a sniff.
Okay,
Delightful.
That's a problem at work. But guys, use our custom link so we can afford a HR department.
Yeah.
All right. That's
Manscaped.com/soundoff for 20% off and free.
No, I'm going to take you to HR.
Stop doing that.
Stop zooming in on my
No.
balls.
Okay. I think that's a very successful first play of the name game.
It's good to
podcast
have it
edition.
back.
It is. It's definitely the game I missed the most. So I'm
Did we
happy to
play
have
any
it
other
back.
games?
There are. You know what?
Oh,
if there are
yeah.
a few other phone games that you would like to see us bring back, we can try.
Do you remember Nominate a Mate?
Yeah, we need to bring that back.
That was rude.
I loved
There's
that.
a segment we used to do called Nominate a Mate for a gift they'll hate.
Yeah.
And if we had just junk that we wanted to get rid of.
Because we get free stuff all the time.
Yeah,
So-
we were getting a lot of promotional things just given to us at the radio. And
Yeah.
often we were just unloading personal items that we would just otherwise book a hard rubbish collection for.
Yeah.
And we would say, nominate a mate for a gift they'll hate. Like, for example, we had that donut costume left over.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a mate that hates donuts? We sent it to some guy in Darwin.
Yeah.
He receives it. Fucking hated it. Yeah. Such a shit thing to get to your doorstep.
Really
In
good.
hindsight, the segment's probably illegal.
I don't know.
Can you just send junk to people?
Well,
I guess. It's
Yeah, I guess.
It is the equivalent of literal junk mail.
We do have this. This happened recently, Luke. Now this is something that's called news. Not sure if you're familiar with it, but something.
Definitely don't seek it out.
Yeah, well, we're about to get even deeper. Something happened in Parliament recently that I think is really funny.
Okay.
You know how sometimes you'll see like viral clips of like
By the way, Lewis was flexing. He told me before the show he saw this on TikTok.
Yeah.
So don't get too impressed with his news knowledge.
you know how in like strange European countries sometimes you'll see like everyone like punching on in Parliament.
Yeah, I
like
love
you'd
it.
see it in like some Asian nations. This is the Australian version of
They
that.
just yell at each other.
Yeah, so we have that. We'll play it on the Batman TV.
Oh, great.
Excuse the terrible noise.
No, don't. Don't excuse
Right,
it.
so I'll
It's
just turn
great.
that on. Just wait for it to turn on. It's charging up. Still a black screen. The noise starts before the terrible screen. Oh, there's Batman. There we go. Shows up. Batman TM DC Comics. Oh, very nice. And now we just have to switch the input to get to Keelan's computer.
This is a great monitor for the show.
We got AV1.
You know, in Joe Rogan,
AV2.
he's like, Jamie, pull that up. We have to be like, Alfred, pull that up.
AV3.
Oh, that was it. That was it. You
Sorry,
changed
too
the
far.
channel.
Too far.
Go back.
All right. Let me just go back to AV1. Then
There we
AV2.
go.
Okay, great. So we have it here. This is This is Parliament. This is Anthony Albanese.
Are you sure this video is not from the 80s?
It really looks like, from John Howard's era, doesn't it? Man, I'm getting
wasn't the
nostalgic
80s.
looking at this. All right, so this is what happened in Parliament.
Members on my right, the Leader of the Opposition. On a point of order.
On relevance, Mr. Speaker.
Well, hang on.
Sit down.
I'm still hearing
You sit down, Buffett. You sit down. I've got the
Leader
call.
of the House will
I've got the
resume
call.
his seat.
Sit down.
You sit down, buffhead.
Was that
How
people in the
Australian is
background
that?
going, "Oh, got him with the buffet"?
Yeah, I love those are the people. I reckon, honestly, Anthony Albanese, if he just looked at Peter Dutton and was like, sit down, you bald cunt, they would win the election for the next 20 years. Sit down, you bald Voldemort looking cunt.
Yeah.
I reckon even Liberal voters would be like, all right, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It would, you know what it would? You get every vote of the people who don't care about voting.
Yeah.
Like the people who kind of go in on election day, get a sausage, are confused by the numbers.
Yeah.
They'd all try that year.
That's right. You get the
Who was-
sausage voters.
Yeah. Who's the bloke? That's a big market in Australia, the
Yeah.
sausage voter. Yeah, like that's so funny. Who's the, yeah, like they'd have to
It's so
campaign.
weird seeing an internet browser on a fucking TV that old.
This TV was pre-internet, and now there's a picture of the crazy frog on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh no, is this the video? Oh great, we're gonna see his little penis out.
Great. Well, I like that. That's a little bit of mood visuals. Yeah, I just love how Australian that is. That he goes, sit down, buffhead, and it's news everywhere right now.
I can't focus. We're watching a crazy frog music video on mute.
You know what? It is a
Great
cool
for our
music
audio
video.
listeners.
Really cool music video.
Audio listeners, just imagine ding, 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 ding.
You know what will be less distracting actually than this?
Yeah. All right. That's so good. Australian politics is lit.
It's going to be news for weeks. You call me a buffhead.
Bullfed. It's like such a. It was probably a primary school insult 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Bullhead. Does that mean
Do
you
they
have
do that
bad
on
hair?
purpose? That's what my mum used to call me when I was like, hey, buffhead.
Oh, come on, you bullhead. Comb
Yeah.
your hair.
Yeah.
It was just a hair-related insult.
But he has no hair.
Yeah,
Smooth head.
that's good. Should we give them better insults or something?
Yeah.
You're allowed to call politicians grubs in Parliament, but I
Are you?
don't think you are allowed to insult.
They're
them
all old.
otherwise.
What about wrinkled dick? That's a good one.
Yeah.
Sit
I would say
down, wrinkled
grub is
dick.
pretty bad.
Yeah,
But maybe that's but it's a real thing. So you can do that. You can't call someone a liar
what?
in Parliament. Even
What-
if they've said something that's not true, you can't say that's a lie.
What about a
You're lying.
Guccisaurus Rex?
That's good.
That's very strong. Better than a liar. Would hit harder. Imagine that. Excuse me, and then he bangs the table. Oh, fuck off, you Guccisaurus Rex.
That's good.
On the ABC.
I like that.
Great.
That is really
Was that
good.
so? That was broadcasted on TV.
Yeah.
So does all Parliament get broadcast on TV? So was that a thing?
It's all filmed.
so weird.
And then that's a highlight clip.
If you ever like watch ABC at like 3 a.m., they just play like the day's Parliament.
And
I
it's,
don't know, sitting.
It's all of them just yelling at each other.
Yeah.
Just going, oh, yeah. Like that's how they're going to make the country better. Is some guy will come and goes, here's my idea. And then the guy disagrees. Instead of going, well, I think this, he goes, oh,
Yeah.
boo.
Yeah.
That's how
Yesterday
they're making it better.
In Parliament, a senator just started going at another senator giving a speech.
Which is literally Keelan behavior.
I was gonna say they let.
I've watched you do this.
That's so crazy. I didn't know your dad was in Parliament. That's so weird. Isn't it funny that when I've watched a bit of like, and then whenever you see clips like this on social media, the ones that kind of go viral and stuff, it always reminds me of an American high school or
Yeah.
even primary school schoolyard.
Yes.
The way the ones at the front, and he goes like, says some shit slam like, hey there, buffhead.
Yeah.
And then all his friends go,
Oh,
like all
got
his
him.
friends are in the background, like fucking banging their pens on the table, like, fucking you are not.
It's really weird because I don't think that any like voter likes that. Like it's, you know what it is? It's almost like intimidation. Like sports teams will do it where they'll act scary to intimidate the other team, which makes sense in sport.
It's just sledging.
Yeah, but it seems very strange to be doing it when you disagree with the guy, but everyone's goal should be to make it
The
better.
thing is, the sport thing, there's a game and there's usually an end time and then everyone shakes hand afterwards.
Yeah.
That's just their life.
Yeah.
And it's so weird. Like, at no other job can you your job to disagree with 50% of the other people in the room.
Imagine if every day we came in to do this show, there was another podcast over there just saying shit we hated.
Yeah, you
We'd be like,
bullfed. I mean, I feel like some of the time that is
what's happening.
Yeah.
I think we can wrap it up with this story. Now we caught up with a bunch of mates the other day. We caught a bunch of people from Radio Days. Tripod Todd, he was scamming people on Facebook Marketplace. Yep. He showed us his giant ankle scar, which is on both sides of his ankles, that he earned while shuffling. That was hilarious.
Most embarrassing injury I've
the
ever
man
seen.
will literally never dance again.
Yep.
He said that, and he can't run because of shuffling.
Yep.
Earned, right? But I saw Radio Mike, and Radio Mike had a very big complaint that he brought up to both of us. He felt that this entire year, this is quoting him, he goes, "Hey guys, I've really been enjoying the show, but I have a big problem. I feel like the entire year has been a Mike Light year. I feel like I haven't been brought up enough on the show, and that's a big problem."
And then followed it up with one of the most desperate sentences I've ever heard. He goes, "Be honest, do you even think about me?" And
I haven't stopped thinking about that since.
Yeah, I was going to say, since that, Mike, you're right. 24/7. I have been giggling to myself in the car.
Do you even think about
He goes, "I listen to every episode waiting for my mention."
Yeah.
"Oh, Mike did the funniest thing the other day." I was like, "Mate, I haven't seen you in 6 months. I've been away. I haven't seen anyone."
No one's seen anyone for 6 months.
I was like, "What do you want?" Like, and then I posted on my story the other day. I was cleaning out my house.
Yeah.
And I found his old backpack that I've had for 2 years.
Yeah.
And I put on my story going, "Radio Mike, come get your backpack." And he goes, "This is not my backpack." And I go, "It 100% is."
It definitely is. I remember you complaining about it.
And I remember he used to bring that to the radio station all the time, that backpack.
And he always leaves shit at your house at the studio. I think we had his glasses here for months until they got put
it's
in the bin.
definitely Mike's backpack. And he goes, "Look, either way, man, whether it's my backpack or not, this is the content I was talking about. Just a sprinkle of Mike back in everyone's lives."
Yeah. So I think we should throw it out to the listeners, right? Sound off the comment section below. Next year, do you reckon it should be a Mike Light year or a Mike Heavy year?
Because this year was a Mike Light year.
Yeah.
I think it's nothing or all. Like, I think we do a poll maybe.
Yeah.
And
I like this all or nothing.
It's all or nothing. If you want us to discuss Mike, we can mention him every episode.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot.
Either we will mention Mike every single episode, or he won't be mentioned once for an entire year.
I feel like that means we're drowning in Mike. No one's going to want an every episode mention.
But we can start one episode a month. We might tell a little story about Mike, but then every other episode we can go, "Thanks so much for listening. Really appreciate it. We'll talk to you in a few days." Radio Mike.
Right. Okay.
And then
just sprinkle him in
just
there.
a sprinkle.
Okay.
Right? So it'll be a Mike Heavy year, but some episodes will be quite Mike Light.
Okay.
Right.
So it's kind of like we do our ad reads, like thanks to Manscaped, thanks to whoever.
Yeah.
Also,
Radio Mike. Yeah.
Cool.
Now, to give people a bit of perspective over whether or not this next year should be a Mike Light or Mike Heavy year, I have a Radio Mike story that you missed that I saw happen from the night.
Right.
That I think is
Was
a Radio
this
Mike 10.
between him feeding everyone chips.
Radio Mike walked in, right? And before he says hello to anyone, this is how he met Blake Pavey, I think, who he hadn't met before.
They've never met.
Never met Blake Pavey. He walks into the room, doesn't say hello to anyone. He walks in the room, walks straight up to Blake Pavey and tries to force feed him a chip. Now, Blake's never met this guy. So Blake's like, did Luke and Lewis even know this guy? Who's this dude trying to feed me? And then he ate the chip.
That's really good from Blake.
Yeah.
It's COVID season. He's immune compromised.
Yeah.
And he's just accepting like just hand-fed chips from strangers.
Yeah.
In a pub in Richmond.
So
Credit to Blake.
Oh, really good. And then Todd had about 6. Right?
Yeah, but by the end, I was also feeding people chips. I fed you one.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
welcome.
It was good. Thank you, mate.
It did. You know what? One of Mike's
bird
memes
behavior.
that actually caught on throughout the night.
Yeah. Oh, would you like to go and get some chips after this? You can feed me. I'll feed
I'm
you.
okay.
All right, that's fine. So, short-lived, but still fun, right? So that's one of Mike's ones. This is the one that you missed, okay? So Mike and Keelan are hanging out, right? And just talking, whatever. And Mike, unbeknownst to Keelan, takes Keelan's phone and hides it, right? Which is a great classic one for all the boys and girls to enjoy.
It's just such a classic Mike bit.
Yeah.
It's unthought out.
Yeah.
It's in the moment. It's not very funny, but it has a lot of potential
Yeah.
to get funnier over time.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this. I've also done this to many people. I am a big proponent of taking your mate's wallet, phone, whatever, hiding it, going, I don't know where it is, watching them look for it. It's a classic, right?
Sure.
Not the most original one, though, however,
I would say the least original.
until it escalates, right? So Keelan is searching for this. How long do you reckon you were looking for it?
Probably 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay? So at this point, it's getting too long. Bit rude. Keelan's sick of it.
But that's where Mike bits really start to come into play because
Yes.
Mike will, as we all know, will persist with a bit until it dies.
Yeah.
And often, even when it's dying a slow death, he'll be like, don't worry, mate, it's going to come around.
And just like a phoenix, this bit rose from the ashes because it absolutely died. Keelan was off it. He goes, I know you've taken it. I'm sick of it. Where's my phone? The bit's dead.
Because
even I'm
is
like,
Mike doing, oh, I don't know. I don't
yeah,
know, mate.
I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
Have you looked here? Have you looked there?
He was saying, I'll give you a clue. What's the clue? Go kiss Lewis on the cheek and I'll tell you.
I missed that. I'm glad that you didn't try and follow up on that clue, right? So the bit's dead. Keelan's not having any fun. Everyone watching it doesn't think it's
But
funny.
how's Mike it steals one phone, thinks he's the Riddler. All of a sudden.
I'll give you a clue.
Yeah.
You must answer my riddles 3. Right? So Mike, at this point when the bit's dead, Keelan's just pissed off. Mike walks away. Keelan has just given up looking, right? Because he's like, if I ignore it, it'll go away and come back to me. Mike, while Keelan has given up and has moved on, hands the phone into lost property.
Oh, I saw the end of this.
Hands the phone into lost property. Goes, hey man, I found this phone. I don't know if there's anyone, maybe you should put this to the lost property. And then just stops telling Keelan, look for it, just immediately moves on. Hands into lost property and goes and talks to someone else. And is like, that's Keelan's problem. And then Keelan has to go to fucking lost after how much longer did you not have your phone?
A few minutes.
A few minutes.
Yeah.
And then you had to go to lost property. I think
I was up at the bar getting a drink, and Keelan wasn't drinking because it was driving.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, are you getting a drink or something? And he goes, no, I'm getting my phone from lost property. And he was not in a good mood by this point.
So did Mike just go, it's with lost property?
Yeah, no, he goes, you've lost it. Maybe check lost property. Maybe a good Samaritan has handed it in.
Oh, well, what a nice guy.
I think that's a really good one to do on a night out, is take your mate's wallet, take their phone, and just give it to lost property.
Well, guys, vote wisely. Do you want more of that Mike content next year? Because this year, maybe at the start of the year we had some Mike content.
Overall, quite a Mike Light year.
Sure.
So cast your votes in the sound off section below. We'd love to know your thoughts. And that brings us to the end of the episode, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Grab your tickets to the Loogies.
Yes.
LukeandLewis5.com. Just about half sold out now already. It's been about a week.
I think we're over, aren't we?
I think maybe we are. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Great. So they're going quick. So get your tickets now, LukeandLewis5.com. They're going quick.
It's in Melbourne.
Yes.
22nd of December. We'd love to see you there. And if you're not based in Melbourne, get on the live stream. It is going to be the biggest live stream event we've ever done. Multiple cameras, way bigger budget.
Yep.
Too big a budget.
Yep. Get those super chats ready.
Becoming a problem.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it after the show, personally. Alrighty, guys. Get those wallets ready.
Yeah, see you later.